Hello, welcome to the first round. We won the die roll, and we kept a pretty bad hand, to be honest. I actually misclicked, like I wanted to press mulligan and press too early. Doesn't really matter because my opponent mulligan to 6, and although he is white, which could definitely be aggro, he did not necessarily have a aggro card. Although Precinct Captain is obviously an aggro card. At this point, we're not really drawing anything. So this is gonna be a nuisance because it's gonna make a bunch of tokens. So I'm already think about like some sideboard cards like Life-Bane Zombie is definitely gonna come in against this guy. Very likely he has a card like Miscalculation because that was in the back to our Personal Legionnaire as well. Bunch of first strikers. So Jace is obviously a good stall card. It stops this, shrinks that. Gives me time to maybe resolve Mirror Battlesphere with opposition. The whip is obviously useless for now. I want to use it on a turn where we can. So this is basically just buying me time, by the way. But do we want to use this on a turn where we can attack with something like Mirror Battlesphere? And the cool thing about this as well is that Mirror Battlesphere actually does the damage from tapping with the tokens. So it's all attacking on Jace, which means he won't actually get a token from the Precinct Captain either, right? No, he won't. So Jace will die next turn unless I can protect it, but this has saved me 6 damage to the face, plus an extra 1 which grows exponentially. So definitely a big coup for me. So let's plus this. And then play a Hex Mage. Allows me to protect my Jace if I want to. From probably something like Precinct Captain. Restoration Angel. Ah, goddammit, I have a cramp. Ah, that bloody hurts. Ah, damn, man. If you ever get a cramp in your foot, it bloody hurts. If he attacks on Jace right now, I'm not sure if I actually wanna block anything. Like, opposition is pretty good in stopping things. Like, if he attacks with everything on Jace, just let Jace die. Like this and this on Jace, and then this on my face. I can obviously trade here and have an extra stalling turn with Jace. So I think he has to attack Jace with everything, which he does. In which case, I'm obviously not gonna sacrifice and just play opposition. The fact that his creatures also have first strike is pretty annoying. Yeah, terrible key by me. Like, if I mulliganed, I definitely would have had a better shot, I think. Like, we have a decent deck against a deck like his. Necromancer is okay. This is not a human, right? No. I think we want to play opposition, though. Like, opposition, tap down the resto, we take 6. Then we play the Necromancer. We can block, we can tap something else down, then play the whip. Gives our creatures lifelink. Definitely a big error here by clicking through this. So there's only one thing to do now, which is blocking here. And then tapping down that. So we take 7, but Stops him from making more tokens here. Savannah. Wake Treasure, not really what I want. We can also animate that his precinct captain now. It's a human, so it will generate a 2/2. So yeah, it blocks this, makes it 2/2. We can block this now. So that's okay. We're definitely just looking for a spot where we can resolve the Mirror Battle Sphere. But we're actually stabilizing here, managing to stabilize. Opponent still has 4 cards, so it's very unlikely we're gonna pull through here without some pretty good draws. But at least we have a shot here, right? Well, there goes that. Okay. So now we can obviously start tapping things down. I still think we want to block here. Nah, that's not. Because if we can attack with this next turn by doing whatever, the token has vigilance now though. Doesn't really matter given that we can actually. Oh wow, that's a good one. Because that locks down the angel. And then with whip we can start. We can start gaining life back and start attacking with the Geist if we want to. Like take the gold main, kill it. Okay, so he realizes the fact that Dungeon Guys will kill it, and my position is pretty good here. That's obviously a really good card. So in response, we wanna tap down this. Tap down this. And tap down this or something. We don't have an out against Oblivion Ring, by the way. Doesn't float mana, so it doesn't have a play anymore. So we can kill the Ajani, gain some life from it. So we play the whip, get lifelink. Take a Johnny, take a Johnny. So gain 5, block this, take 2. Not really that big of a deal. Plus we have a whip for the Hex Mage, which is not a human, so it doesn't actually work with the Necromancer. Wow, nice draw, Burrow. There's no way he didn't draw that, by the way. For people that might say, hey, he might have that. Yeah, why wouldn't he have used that previous turn? He just drew that. He probably has like more of those, but I don't think Swords of Plowshare is actually that great of an addition in his deck, given that it's just gonna gain me life. It's obviously a really bonkers card, especially seeing that it unlocks his Restoration Angel here. But I don't think if I can resolve Battle Sphere, that he's gonna win through that. No clue why he doesn't attack with his 2/2 here. Maybe he has a play for it, but seems unlikely. It's just miss 2 damage. That's probably Exalted Angel. Fact or fiction? Let's just play it main phase. We actually want lands to hit with the Wake Treasure. That's a pretty good pack. This is why Fact or Fiction is so good, right? It's pretty hard for your opponent to actually do something against it. I think this is basically a case of always take the bigger pile. Like, what is it trying to achieve here by giving me these 3? And else I'll just take these 3. Although I'm not sure how good Control Magic is gonna be. Especially given that he has that morph. We can pick Slaughter Pact and these. Then play the Treasure, which next turn is gonna gain me a bunch of life. I think Control Magic plus Phantasmal Image. Control Magic this seems pretty strong as well. Plus we can play Phantasmal Image this turn. On a 3/4 flyer, because it's not getting the token. I think Pile 2 is better. Just because we can play this, and then if necessary Slaughter Pact something. And Wake Treasure is gonna be pretty huge. Plus we can Phantasmal Image something into play with the whip, like a Mirror Battlesphere, and just swing for lethal there. I'm really curious why my opponent plays green, by the way. I think I'll block with this. Though it's not really necessary, is it? I'm no clue what the morph is. It's probably Exalted Angel. Maybe we don't want to block here. So it is Exalted Angel. So that's 12 damage. Brings me down to 6. Which is okay. Like, the fact that Wake Treasure will swing for 8 is very important for me, because it's gonna gain me 8 life to whip. Flees mainline. That's understandable why he then has what he has. So yeah, here are the Wake Treasure triggers. Always yield to these, please. We draw land, which isn't that great. We'll attack with the Wake Treasure. Then we'll play the Battlesphere, generating a bunch of tokens, all having lifelink. Fleeceman Lightning is somewhat of an annoying card, if Monstrosity is it, but I think I want to kill one of these two. Probably the Exalted Angel. And then next turn we can bring in the Battlesphere again, with the Phantasmal Image, with the whip, swing with that one, gain me way too many life. See what he attacks with here. Just those two. I think I can let it come through. It's not really that necessary to go out of line here. Like, I'm gaining 8 life every turn anyway. Fate's Feathers on the Battlesphere. That's fine. Um, given that I'm gonna copy it once with a phantasmal image, it's gonna gain me more tokens. So my opponent has no cards in hand, by the way. Yes. It's gonna gain me more tokens and a bunch of life. So let's use whip targeting phantasmal image. Copy the battle sphere. Gain a bunch of tokens. Swing in. Okay. And then, yes. So that's automatically 8 life, plus 10, it's 20 life. Which is a huge swing. He can obviously, yeah, just block it with a soldier, but that's fine. Probably should have attacked with the Wake Treasure. No clue why I didn't. Let's play the hippie. I think we slaughter pack this. Like, yes, he can keep on blocking the Wake Treasure like this. Maybe that's a downside. Like, we want to slaughter pack this. And we're basically still gonna win. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, at 26, he's not gonna kill me yet. So he plays green with Noble and Fleeceman Lion. But it seems to be a splash. Like, it's very weird to them be playing Noble. Like, I understand Fleeceman Lion, it's a pretty good card. Wow. It's not really like it's removal, it's literally removal that makes it so that I cannot use it with anything else. He's gonna get hit for 2 to do the hippie. Okay, so we're gonna pay 2 here, 3 here. And we're obviously drawing cards like that. So Hex Mage doesn't really do that much. Can attack with the hippie and some tokens, but I don't think that's necessary. We're getting hit for 8 every turn, so that's somewhat of a clock. But you can't really raise him so far. Pretty annoyed by the fact that the guy just drew Banisher Priest out of nowhere. Treachery would be fine on the Exalted Angel. Because having lifelink plus that is pretty sick. I still think like Slaughter Packing the Fleeceman line is the correct one there. Please don't have something really good. Double Strike, protection from black and green. That's okay. Especially when I draw finally something. With finally something I mean I draw pretty much nuts. I'm gonna attack with like no tokens. He can deal me 8, he can deal me 4 more somehow. He can with that card, so I think I need to attack with like 1 mirror. Just to gain the life. It seems really weird to be attacking with that mirror, but I think that 1 life might make the difference. In case he plays that enchantment that gives all his creatures +2/+2, this would be lethal then. Which I don't. Oh yeah, forgot about that one. Oh, it's never gonna be lethal because I actually gain 2 from this one. So yeah, Sheoldred should start killing him, especially given that I can bring back the Hex Mage, play the Hex Mage, remove token, and so on from his flyers. What am I supposed to do against this? Hexmage is obviously the nuts against the Johnny, but I'm really wondering what I'm supposed to do against that. Like, he doesn't have that much. Like, a Johnny is gonna do something like that. But then Shouldered is gonna hit. He has protection. Yep. I obviously withdraw that. So I can kill this, bring it back with whip, string this. I think that's the correct play. Bring this back with whip. Go to declare attackers. I think we want to attack with like a bunch of these. 3. We want to keep 4 tokens behind. So he probably blocks Shouldreds. Yeah, this'll do. This is actually way terrible attack for me. If he blocks correctly here, I'm doomed because he can double block this with first strike. Which he didn't. And then obviously we're gonna sacrifice this on the resto. If we can get rid of our own Battlesphere, that would be pretty nice. So we're gonna take 8. Yep. Wake Thrasher comes back. Actually allows me to block the Mirror Crusader a bit more easily. Or have a bunch more life gain next turn. He has to have a kill here. Else my life link from the Wake Thrasher is huge. So I can't actually block those. Brings me down to 3, as I said. We obviously want to tap all these. Just so Wake Thrasher just becomes that much better. These are like the funnest triggers ever, right? There is a way to do this, but I really don't remember anymore. Hero's Downfall. So I figure we can kill our own Battlesphere, bring it back with a whip, which isn't that great. I think we want to attack with like this and this. And in case he has a move for this end, then we can Hero's Downfall this and we're still not dead. Yeah, seems fine. So he's blocking the treasure, but that's gonna like just look at the life gain here. Plus he has to discard a card, which was a Thundera. No clue why I didn't play it. Then he has to sacrifice a creature, sacrifice the Mirror Crusader. Yeah. Okay, so what do I want in? I think we definitely want in Kokusho. Probably over the Frost Titan. Although I don't think it's necessary. Like Frost Titan is still pretty good. Toxic Deluge seems pretty good. Lightbane Zombie seems pretty good. Animate Death is probably not that great here. Waterfront Bouncer is probably okay. Hippie is probably too slow. Like Live Being Zombie is just better than Hippie. So we're stuck at 41 again. And we might even want in the tendrils. I really have no clue what I want to cut here. Probably Phantasmal Image. Is Waterfront Bouncer better than the Phantasmal Image? I think it is. Although, nah. There's no way it's better, especially not after removing Animate Death from my deck. Let's try it this way. Definitely mulligan. Like, if I had black, I would have kept. Let's do a greedy keep. We're 1-0 up. Very, very greedy on my end. But we have control magic and factor fiction. Wow. Monsters. Like, if he plays Precinct Captain, I think I'm just gonna image it. He doesn't even play anything, so not really much of a burden on me. Plus, we have like really good 4-drops here. Finally does play something. Mirror Crusader is obviously a really good card, which I am gonna image. Like if he removes this, we can just guise this down. If he ever pumps this, we can throw magic hits. That's an interesting card, of course. Is he willing to take the trade? He isn't. So I think we attack here. Do we? Like Dungeon Guys unlock this then. But then we trade there. So Dungeon Guys unlock this, but then this comes about. Okay, sure. Okay. So that goes to the graveyard, which is fine because now we can play Dungeon Geist. We lock this down, force him to unmorph this. If he unmorphs that, we just control magic that. And that should be pretty good. Tropical Island is pretty interesting. Yeah, why on earth would I ever block that? So he has another play here, right? Legionnaire. It's an okay card. Not really caring about it. Do I want to resolve a position now? I think I can. Like, it's very unlikely the guy has a counter. So might as well just bring it in right now. If he has remove for it, he has remove for it. I think I want to tap this down and still force him to unmorph his Exalted Angel, because I want to control Magic it. Like I'm basically baiting him into unmorphing it. Yep. Yep. The card is really good against him, so might as well gain control of it. And then play Looter to tap this down. I think I still want to swing with the Geist. It is possible that the guy has another card similar to Condemn, although I wouldn't know which one. And then pass a turn. What does he have here? Consecrated Sphinx is a really good card. So if I could have control magic that, I would have liked control magicking that, I guess. Hey, we can always draw treachery, right? That's actually a really good draw. Um, given that we can now Hero's Downfall this. And then swing for 7. Basically put him on a 3-turn clock. I was thinking about swinging or not swinging with the dungeon guys because I might want to loot, but I think I just want to play Factor Fiction. Fate's Feathers on his own Exalted Angel. I'm fine with that because I can still use it for opposition. I'm surprised he didn't Fate's Feathers the opposition here. Maybe he has a O-ring for it. Chase Balerin. That's okay, like it's just gonna die. Each player draws a card. Yeah, it's still just gonna die. So Factor Fiction. We get 3 lands, a Theomancer and Necromancer. So the Theomancer, oh, and Life Veins on me. Wow. So it's 2 lands and so it's probably take the power with the 2 creatures. I don't think having the lands is is relevant. Like normally you take the bigger pile, but I think having creatures is more important. And this is actually the wrong way to stack these. The main reason obviously being that I can now cast 2 of these cards, where normally I would only be able to cast 1. I think I'll attack Jace here. Bring it down to 1, force him to use the plausibility again. Basically drawing me an extra card as well. Probably should have had a stop on his upkeep. Allowing me to tap down like his blue sources. Yep. Little Frosty. Yeah, let's put a stop on his upkeep. I think I need it. I'm gonna let him attack here, like I can block it with a snake. Okay. That unlocks this, but it's not really a big deal, is it? Neither is that. As I said, I really don't care about him attacking with a Porcelain Legionnaire. I just block it with a snake anyway. This is obviously not a correct move on his end. Shoulder it and I can actually cast her. GG, I guess. So I think we wanna attack Jace and attack Jace. Bring the bitch down. Then on his upkeep, we'll let this resolve first. And then use a position on like Tropical and I guess a Tundra. Surprised it didn't float mana, by the way. So we get back Phantasmal Image, copy Exalted Angel. Again, that makes no difference, like Kega or not, it really does nothing. Because every creature he has, I can just tap it down. I guess the thing he's gonna do is use Sheoldred to sacrifice Kega to steal Sheoldred. In which case, I just want the Kega of my own. Then Slaughter Pact and get back my Sheoldred. Can we swing for lethal, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 11, 12. So we cannot. The question is Frost Titan better than Whip? But him taking Frost Titan would be pretty brutal. We can play the Whip next turn with the Slaughter Pact. No, we can't. Still think Frost Titan is a better play. Question is what I want to tap down. Like, he's gonna sacrifice the K guy in a way. Might as well tap down the Fleet's main lane or something. Use a position to tap down this with a snake, I guess, and then swing for a bunch. I think we want to leave at least 3 creatures behind, so maybe swing with this isn't that relevant, just for 6. Like, he's gonna steal it anyway. Oh, I see. I can play Hexmage, target my own Phantasmal Image, which will then die. So he's gonna sacrifice the K guy, get the Sheoldred. It's the only thing that makes sense. The thing is, it steps, and we can hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 16, so he's dead. Unless he has something. You can obviously take this K guy. Which, nah, you can't, because it says target. Wow, wow. He targeted the wrong card. By far. Like, sacrificed the wrong card. So just shut him off blue. Because blue is a stronger color. There's no way it's actually relevant, so. So everything is tapped on my end. But I'm still at 1-1. Yep. So we go 1-0 up, and I'll see you guys round 2.